Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics.
Leave her alone.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You got dunked on, bro.
Porzingis at 7'3" doesn't just go through, he goes over contact.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts.
It's supposed to be a power forward.
Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. And Brunson, here we go. That one doesn't drop. White with the defensive effort. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Porzingis with the block.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here's Hart. Shakes him. And it's
Come on,
White with the rebound.
It's my fault.
Brown outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Stop walking in front of the TV, Michaela.
Brunson outside. Towns wide open. New York, no good that time either. Crosses over. And Porzingis with the way-in.
That is a spectacular move. Over 7 feet tall, Porzingis handling things like a guard out there.
Picked by Bridges. Brunson with it. Picked up by Brown. Bridges left side. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. White drives in. Pass to Brown. Out to Porzingis. Right side Tatum. Back to Porzingis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Next substitution.
So it's Boston now. The shot by Holiday, no good. For three, Bridges hits the three-point bomb.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, he can add it to the list.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4.
She hit the toy. Stop, leave her alone.
So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
The Knicks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Stop messing with her, then you won't get hit.
Like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
It's to Porzingis. It's good. The assist
She's
that
good.
time
One
from
doing
Holiday. Porzingis has got 6 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Hart. He has yet to score. From deep three-point land,
Hart,
Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and That's unfortunate.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That's what makes Tatum so dangerous. Offensively, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective.
Towns, the screen. Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Bridges. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Stolen by Holiday.
Come on, bro.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. And the shot goes in. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about
Taylor,
70% of their free throws.
Boston leading.
Give her back her card.
Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one. Bridges with the steal. A finish. Then Bridges jams it in.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he
You
gets
gotta
up,
be kidding me, bro.
Up.
Textbook bounce pass there. Perfectly timed.
That shot off. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics.
It's mine.
14.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pritchard. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Be quiet.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the
Taylor.
Celtics.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
Brunson with a clean look. Offline with his 3. Boston leading by 4. Top pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's a primetime alley-oop from the 7'3" Porzingis.
Out to Brunson. Brunson from long distance.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Yep, it counts.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Here's Brunson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Knicks hit on 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's
Come on, bro. Block the shot.
Didn't believe that not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
There's a screen by Achua. Stolen by Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Knicks trail by 5. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning,
Get off.
more
That's her
set
fault.
on
Go.
that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
You
And
mess with
Tom
her toys,
Thibodeau
she messes with
decides to
yours.
call timeout.
My bad.
He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
You ate all my good stuff.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Pritchard. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Out to the right wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Knicks trail by 5. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. .58
seconds left here in the second.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment.
Stop.
.52 seconds left in the second quarter. To the paint.
Get out of here.
Robinson with the block. Here's Hart. And he slams it one-handed.
Oh, a guy who loves attacking the rim. Hart putting some muscle on him.
Out left to the wing. Here's Porzingis. No good again that time. The Knicks leading by 3. Now, here's Hart. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Robinson.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And here is Bridges. 9 points in the game.
Let's go.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Porzingis. Good work there as it goes. Porzingis has got 14 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so that's the end of the first half. Knicks lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 6-point game. Going inside. Here's Robinson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 13.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Towns. On the wing, Bridges.
Dang it.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Tatum on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Holiday. Towns with the defensive effort. New York leading by 8. Down low.
Oh, come on.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And the dunk by Brown.
A menace in transition. I love seeing Brown attacking like that.
Here's Bridges. Here's Achua. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics on offense. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Taylor, you make too much noise.
To stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Fix your foot, little girl.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Brunson with it. He has 6. Pass to Achua. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Porzingis can't hit. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Inside, taken away by Holiday. And here we go again. The Celtics in transition.
Oh, yes, sir.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
The Knicks with the lead. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside, Towns. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And you can see Porzingis a great job as a big to run the floor and help get that 3.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Bridges.
Knicks on offense. Brunson outside. Pass to Anunoby. There's a screen by Achua. And the Knicks miss again. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. To the inside. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Brown wide open. He fires. And he's good on the three ball.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Tatum. 4 on the clock. Bridges attacking. Anunoby has the open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
The Knicks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That's good from Anunoby.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
You got to be kidding me,
1 for 2
bro.
at the line. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Teams changing it up here. The Celtics with the lead. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now Brown. He's got 14. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Hey, guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
That will count. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. The lead is 2. Here's Brown. It doesn't go for him. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Anunoby. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
And it's Brown missing. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by White. Now, here's Hart. Pass to Robinson. Basket counts. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Well, if I'm a point guard right now, I am finding Robinson every time I have a chance.
Cotton drives in. Right side Horford for 3. Knicks with the rebound. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Towns, no luck. White looking around. Pass to Horford. Here's Porzingis. Driving in.
Oh, no, what the heck just
The
happened?
shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's now 18 points for Porzingis. Down low. And the dunk by Robinson.
Good dunk, though. Boy.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
We have
Making a switch here.
Okay, let's go.
Now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
Right side Towns. Stolen by Tatum. Porzingis with the ball. Hard covering.
Porzingis has shown us signs of a little bit of everything here. Scoring, skill, dominating offensively.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Out to Bridges. There's a screen by Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Not going to go that time. The Celtics with the lead.
What? Stop.
Brown right side. Porzingis with the ball. In the corner. Tatum with it. Outside Holiday. It's to Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
And here is Bridges. To the middle. Towns with it. Guarded by Horford. And Towns gets it to go.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance
Oh my God.
to come big for his team.
And that's why Horford makes the big bucks. But don't they all? He knows how to deliver a huge shot in the clutch.
It's Robinson high post. Pass to Towns. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Leave it.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Here's Tatum. No good. Bridges with some nice defense. To the paint. Here's Towns.
What?
Porzingis with the
Okay,
rebound.
be quiet.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Brunson, right side.
Brunson, a nice feed. That's just good offense.
Assist goes to Jalen Brunson.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Pass to Achua. To the inside. Here's Robinson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Porzingis.
Robinson's not going to waste that chance. The big man with a high percentage shot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
honestly just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. And Brunson has it in the corner.
Yeah, I can't
Towns,
believe I wasted my whole day.
Bridges, no one around him. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Boston.